I hate myself. I really do. I have to get up for work tomorrow at 5. I went to bed an hour ago, but I've been alerted of new reddie content, so now I'm here. So Comic-Con, San Diego Comic-Con is happening right now, and the New Losers Club has been doing a lot of interviews, and I've been alerted that there was a question about reddie to Bill and James, and I've, like, briefly seen it, and it's, like, I'm gonna watch it.
Bill and James, the relationship that your two characters have in the first film it provides a lot of
They show this
there's
beautiful
a lot going on between the two of you guys. Is that return in this film?
No, it's very serious now, actually, between they're trying to start a business.
Yeah.
It's not going well because they don't know. There's a really long scene at a bank.
Yeah.
Of us just trying to get
It's 15, and I don't
just
say
us trying to
anything
get
the
along,
entire
no
time.
scares, no anything, very dry.
Bill's really, and Richie's
This is in the book, and he was like, yeah, no, it's good.
His character gets really frustrated because his credit is like at a 648, and it's not that good.
Everybody's gonna be like, where was the scene in the
No,
film?
yeah, I was looking at it in the book, but yeah, there's this really amazing scene in a bank with the two of us trying to get a loan. It just doesn't. They said mess with the pacing of the movie.
Yeah,
It was like 25, 30 minutes.
Yeah, they kept 15 of it. So.
What was most important for you, sort of, in becoming the older adult version of Finn's character, of Richie?
I don't know. I mean, just Richie's, he's just like a guy who's a funny, like a lot of comedians I know, he kind of masks things with jokes and, busting on people like this guy and everybody, but there's a lot.
They're perfect for each other. My heart.
Repressed feelings, like all of them, dealing with trauma. I mean, the movie, what's kind of great is not just what's all great horror films, not just about horror. I mean, it could be it's about childhood trauma and growing up with trauma and a collective trauma between these people, and they can all, we all have the same experience, but they all kind of have the same disease, these characters, and they come back together. And so there's like an interesting relatability to it beyond just the horror stuff.
Yeah, it's
Okay, that's it. That's the reddie count. Y'all, like, their dynamic is so good. Like, obviously, like, Bill's answer to that question was a joke, and but, like, they did, I don't know, like, I just really get a knack that they, like, know these characters, and they just have, like, a real sense of these characters, and I love that, like, their relationship specifically was pointed out, like, even just as, like, the comedic duo, because that just shows, like, how important reddie's, like, friendship whatever is to the story, because it's gonna get even more important in part 2, and I'm very excited. Okay, so what we're actually here for today, even though I have work tomorrow morning, that doesn't matter. Okay, so, as a part 2 to this video, to accompany this, we are going to look through the reddie tag on Tumblr. Because, I said that the it content was over, but the it content is clearly not over because the internet is delivering with interviews and with theories, and we're here for it. We love it. As the reddie fandom, we are thriving. So I would like to share some of that love that I am feeling with you. Maybe if y'all like this, I'll do a part 2 with Twitter, because I'm sure there's quite a lot on Twitter as well. But Tumblr is a pretty good place to go for ships. So that's what we're doing today. So a lot of the most recent stuff is about this interview, which is good to see. K.R. Pierce says, the way they dodged the reddie question, though, they knew exactly what they were doing with this. True. Tozier Trashmouth says, if the reason Richie is screaming with Mike and Ben holding him back is because he's yelling at Bev and Bill for making them leave Eddie behind in the sewer, I shall destroy the cinema. Y'all know how I feel about that. Cake Batter in My Dream says, James Ranson tweeting, yes, I know what ship means. People have been gay shipping me since you were in diapers. This is honestly one of the most powerful flexes I've ever seen. Like, holy shit. Mike Manlin says, oh my god. The interview where Bill Hader and James Ranson were asked about reddie's relationship in the sequel, and they go on about a whole side plot where they're trying to get a loan from a bank to start a business as a goof screams that reddie is a big thing in chapter 2 they can't talk about. I agree with this, actually. like I said, the fact that they, like, specifically asked them about their duo, like, whether as just a comedic friendship, whatever, it doesn't matter. Reddie is the most important relationship in the Losers Club. I stand by that. I love Ben and Beverly. People love Bill and Beverly. They're wrong, but they do. And I think that Richie and Eddie are the most important relationship within the Losers Club. And I think that Andy Muschietti understands that. And Andy Muschietti is going to give us what we deserve. And if he doesn't, I'm suing. Wayward One Princess says, came at the San Diego Comic-Con interview where they literally give a shout-out to Reddie. Legendary. Thank you. Whoever that interviewer was, you delivered. Softboy Stanley says, y'all know that bank thing James and Bill were talking about during that interview? Yeah, Eddie and Richie totally did that, right down to Andy's comment about how they tried to hop on Stan's credit score. True. Where's the fanfic? Somebody write the fanfic. This one I'm going to insert a picture of after I read it. Stardust Billy says, me, wow, I'm so glad Eddie and Richie are going to be alive and thriving in Chapter 2. Y'all, not to be a clown, but Eddie's shirt doesn't have a collar like that, but someone else does have a jacket on that looks like the one Eddie is wearing. Me, wow, I'm so glad Eddie and Richie are going to be alive and thriving in Chapter 2. We're suffering. Like, part of me wants to be like, this is a stretch, because the lighting is really dark, but also, like, we've been new. Also, can I just say, I feel like I've said this somewhere, but maybe as a joke, but, like, this is genuinely a hot take. So, how, Bill and Beverly have an affair in the book, and then in the miniseries, they substituted it for Beverly and Ben having an affair. Richie and Eddie are right there, and they're single. Like, they're in a hotel room. Listen, it's 2016 in this, listen. 2016, you know, it's not the 80s. We're in different times. The gays are thriving. You know, like, I'm not saying, but, like, I'm saying, but I'm, like, you don't need to take my suggestions, Andy Muschietti, if you know you want to, like, rewrite the movie, or if you want to just, like, subconsciously influence the universe to change it, if that's not what you did, but you did, because I'm just saying. I'm a lover, not a fighter said, James Ransone really said Reddie writes, huh? Truly. Like, James Ransone is an icon. He is the Eddie that we deserved. He is the Eddie that will give us everything we need, because he's just delivering for the community in his Twitter bans. Coldplay Songs on Repeat says, to all the people who think Reddie has no real basis in the book, I have 3 words to say to you. The ice rocket scene. I mean, did you think that Stephen King didn't put any meaning behind it? That's true. If you want to know what that scene is, it's in my and every single Reddie moment by Stephen King video. Shameless plug. It's the most popular video on my channel. Thank you guys for that, by the way, for like the 5,000 people who have watched it. Go watch that if you don't want to read the book. This is cute. Okay, Strange Losers says, I demand that everyone who has a passion for the It Chapter 2 movie wear a red wristband September 6th to show that we will be crying in the theater and no one dare get in our way. We will strike. I'm down if y'all are down, to be honest. Raph's Wrath says, so that shot of Mike and Ben holding Richie back, it looks like he might be screaming for Eddie, so if that's the Nebolt house getting destroyed from after the final battle, and they're holding back Richie from going back in to get him, I'm tapping out. Honestly, same. I know what happens. I read the book twice. Like, I've known for years, even before that. Like, I know what's about to go down. Does that mean that I'm ready? Absolutely fucking not. I'm gonna be a disaster in that. Like, I'm literally tearing up just thinking about it. I'm not ready. Bye-bye, Richie. Amazing username, by the way. Says, me walking into the theater for It Chapter 2 and realizing it's not a comedy about the Losers Club getting back together and reviving their past romances. Me after I saw that trailer, realizing that it's not the rom-com the fanfictions have been telling me that it is for the past couple years. I'm in pain. Like, every 2 scrolls, I just see the gif of Richie hugging Eddie, and which, by the way, because I made a video reacting to the trailer with that shot, and I was like, you know, like, I don't want to get my hopes up and say that it's Eddie, like, it could not be Eddie, blah, blah, blah. It's fucking Eddie. Like, it's Eddie, okay? It's Eddie, okay? Like, even the people, like, I follow fan pages on Instagram and Twitter and whatever, run by people who are not Reddie shippers by any means, and people were asking them, like, yo, like, what do you feel about that shot of, like, Richie hugging Eddie, and they were like, oh my god, blah, blah. Like, everybody knows that it's Eddie. It's fucking Eddie. I don't even know where I was going with this sentence. Just like the ready content is coming. The tragic ready content is coming. Nobody's ready. I'm not ready. You're not ready. We're not ready. We're not ready. One of my new favorites is people taking Eddie from the trailer and turning it into the Anthony from Queer Eye Gay Fear meme. Thank you for whoever started that. This is one I posted on my Instagram by Adam Levinches. There's a suspicious lack of Reddie in the trailer, but since Richie is going to hold Eddie when he dies, they're going to need to show us some kind of relationship between them, so maybe they're purposely keeping their dynamic from us in the trailers. Once again, it's true. We've been new. You know what? Like, all the non-Reddie shippers have been saying that we're talking shit for years, but you know what? No. Fuck you. We're right. It's happening. Enjolt Wolfstar says, the locals who went to the theater just to watch a normal horror movie, watching me sobbing uncontrollably even before the movie begins. Me. So I'm most likely going to be going to this movie by myself, because here's the thing, like, I am going on Thursday when it opens. I don't give a shit. Like, I have friends who like want to see it. None of my friends are as big of a fan as I am. Like, this is all that I care about this year, okay? Other than Stranger Things. I love Stranger Things too, but like, I feel like this is like more important and like grander, because I guess because maybe this is like, because it's only the second movie, but it's also the last movie. Like, this is it. Like, this is the only content we're ever gonna get, ever. Like, unless they remake it again, which, like, don't, because these are really good. Like, this is it. This is the end. Whereas, like, with Stranger Things Season 3, like, we all knew we're getting a Season 4. Like, it's different, okay? And, like, obviously this book and this movie and, like, this upcoming movie mean a lot to me. Just the story means a lot to me. These characters mean a lot to me. I am going to be there on September 6th. And, whether friends are available to come with me or not, I'm gonna be there. So, likely, that's gonna be me in the back corner of the theater sobbing by myself like a loser. I might, like, vlog my trip to the theater to see it, even though that's, like, really cringy and you can't really, like, vlog much at a movie theater, and I'm gonna most likely be by myself. I might do it. I really might, because y'all know I'm gonna wear a whole It-themed outfit. Like, it's happening. Fan art keeps coming up on my dash, and, like, it's literally making me cry. Full-Time Cat Witch says, you're telling me It Chapter 2 isn't a rom-com where we watch two idiots fall in love after coming back to their childhood town while their friends have to help them realize they're in love with each other? What the fuck? Who the fuck is that clown? Me. All I do is read fluffy, ready fan fiction. It's how I survive my day-to-day life, you know? Like, sometimes I forget Penny Smize is, you know, fuck him. He's ruining my rom-com. Stop. The people making the parallels of Richie and Eddie in the first movie and Nebolt and Richie and Eddie in the trailer for the... I can't. Like, please stop. You're hurting me. Wonder Wheels there says, all of us a month ago, we want the ready scene, give us the ready scene. All of us actually seeing the ready scene, fuck, put it back, I don't want it. That seems to be the general reaction. This is enough Tumblr for today. This is gonna be the last one. So Richie, he has a jacket, right? That's established. But here, Richie doesn't have his jacket, and Eddie is gone, and it's where they see their younger reflections with Stan and Eddie, which in the book happens after they fight it. So, I'm not saying Richie leaves his jacket with Eddie in the sewers, but that's what I'm saying. That's enough Tumblr for today. That's enough. That's what... Okay. This was fun. We'll see how this looks when it gets edited together. I feel like it's gonna be stupid, and this is a better idea in my head than it was in real life. But you know what? I wanted to give the people what they want, and that is ready content, which is what I want, because, you know, he's, like, pretty great. So, yeah, T-minus a month and a couple weeks until Chapter 2.